Hello, everybody, and welcome into Tuesday, October 28th, 2025. Ken Style Live with the Zoom Homies. Zoom Homies with Ken Style Live. William, Rich, Greg, Sam, Darren Gilholm are the homies that are currently present. Hello to you. Good evening.
Hello.
We have confirmed audio, so my audio is working. So take a look at Scott real quick. Scott was first at 8:32. Sam says, "Hooray for your 400th live stream!" Yeah, it's a milestone. Only 100 to go till the end of the year. It's gonna be interesting to see if I make that or not. Greg was third. He's watching a Netflix movie. What were you watching there, Grumpy?
House of Dynamite.
Is that new?
Yeah, it
All
was
right.
okay. I just didn't care for the way they ended it.
I hear you on that. John Williams, in his dreams, he
Um,
hit 400. Is it all AI generated from these days with Windows XP? Yeah, it's AI generated, and I don't think XP had it, but it's either go to Canva and let them do it, or I'll just try to make up something on my own. And tonight was a combination of Brian, Greg, Bill, me, Sonny, Rick Lakes. I think that's everybody. Oh yeah, Greg was there briefly, but he's the one that suggested one of the pictures in there. I'm gonna tell you which one. Anyway, John says Scott LSU fired Brian Kelly. Yeah, I saw that yesterday that was going to happen. And John says Greg don't overcook his chicken. John thought I was watching NCIS Origins. I will watch that tonight out of Las Vegas, right after I watch NCIS out of Las Vegas. No, I generally don't watch TV at night. I generally don't come in here and look at the comments until about 5 to 10 minutes before the stream starts. I do other things. Contrary to the belief that I sit here and watch these screens all day, I don't sometimes, most of the time. John Williams will probably be stuck with the pickle the next year. Yeah, you guys can't get rid of that coach. I don't know why. Um, Maybe if they boo him enough, he'll. No, he's not. He's making too much money. Looks like Ken's stuck in the TV, maybe needing that. That is not me. I'm glad you noticed that someone was stuck in the TV, but that is not me. And yes, that was from Poltergeist. And Brian was showing a video, and that popped up, and I was like, "Oh, I like that. I need that." So he froze it, and about the time I went to get my screenshot, he moved it, so I had to go back. I don't know if he was messing with me or what, but I finally got the screenshot, and I sent it to Sonny because I couldn't get it to work. I sent it to Bill because I couldn't get it to work. Bill sent it back, and Sonny's working on it. So I'm kind of curious to see how his version of that turns out. It'll be kind of neat to see. Um, Poltergeist would get him. Yeah, that's a good. I like the first Poltergeist movie. I thought that was pretty good. Um, that movie is a little aged, yes. Yes, I've seen both The Exorcist and The Shining. Um, yeah, the little girl Carrie Ann, I think was her name Carrie Ann. I think the character's name was Carrie Ann, the little blonde girl. Yeah, she wasn't very old. There were rumors at the time that it was because she was on Poltergeist, but I don't think that was necessarily true. Um, I'm watching NCIS Origins. Mike Franks has one. Yeah, I like the correlation between the old NCIS and the new NCIS Origins, and they're kind of filling in the gaps as to how Gibbs got the way that he is and how Franks influenced him to get there. And yes, he does have an attitude. Yes, yes, yes. Um, Scott would like to know: has anyone ever used a Clev C or KLEVV I've never heard of them. Doesn't mean anything. I don't hear of a lot of things. And Scott said he didn't think so, but he has at least heard of them. I have not. Not that that's important to anybody because it's not. Um, yeah, tonight's NCIS Origins is they're going to bring back something that if you paid attention in NCIS, you knew that Ducky and Gibbs knew one another back in the day, way back in the day. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing this episode later tonight. See how that goes. Um, yeah, uh, actor.
John Williams said
Ilya
hello, Greg
Koryakin.
Guy.
Do what, Greg?
Ilya Koryakin, the
And
man
who
from
was?
Uncle.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But it was David McCullum was the actor, right?
Yeah.
Don't give me the media. Don't confuse me. Greg dropped the link in for Scott to review the drive he was asking about. Thank you, Greg. Joy Joseph is in the house. Hello, Joy. There were a lot of good shows back then. Yeah, SW for 23.23. Yeah, there you go. Make sure I am all caught up on chat. Charlie Purdy's in house. Yeah, again, chat gets to a certain point, and then I have a Doug problem. It just jumps to the bottom, and I'm not sure why it does that. I just got to be cognitive when it happens to make sure I go back. Looks like that's about it. I appear to be all caught up because I see the last thing was exclamation E. Christmas cup. All my big cups were dirty, and I just didn't feel like washing dishes, so I grabbed the next best thing, which was a Christmas cup. It's just a coffee cup to me. It means absolutely nothing. So anyway, interesting afternoon around. Sam, it's a little late in the. Well, I'll tell you after when we get a break here in a minute. But I did catch up with Rick. I did have to pause Rick during Rick's stream because I got a phone call this afternoon that I had to take. And by the time I got through with that, Rick had finished the stream. So I did finally go watch the rest of that. I did watch the guy, Cyber CPU Tech, I think is his name.
Yeah.
And that was interesting. That was different. Well, kind of interesting to see how a couple things go. I didn't watch Long Dog's Link last night because I honestly forgot all about it and I just closed everything down. Then I remembered, oh, I was supposed to go watch a YouTube video that someone dropped a link in there for me. So apologize for that. That was my fault. That was on me. Um, Not expecting a whole lot going on tonight, and I'll tell you why after the live stream is over, and I'll bring you guys up to speed on a couple other things as well. Kind of a slow day today. Although it was fun working with Sonny again tonight. It was fun working with Bill again tonight. I know Greg missed it. Greg got enough Davinci earlier in the day. Yeah, Sieber. Oh, Sieber there. See, oh my God, Cyber CPU. Yeah, he's a little. He's he was a little upset, as I think I would be too. I mean, um, you've been doing it for a while, nothing's happening. All of a sudden, it just seems like out of nowhere. From what I'm understanding, these things are starting to happen, but I don't know. We'll see. We will see. I've gotten community violations in the past, and I've always appealed them, and I've always won. Now, that doesn't mean that that's going to continue. Hopefully, I haven't had any in a long while, and I'm kind of happy I didn't get one the other night when Greg um, very generously said, "Here's one for you," and did not get one. So hopefully, those days are kind of. I think maybe YouTube's finally caught up to the fact that people are going to do things like that on the live stream. I mean, it's people are going to drink, people are going to smoke. Sure, people do other things on live streams we don't know about, but it happens. So Ellen's in the house. Hello, Sir Ken. I'm late. And a big smiling face with a tear. No problem, Ellen. Thank you for being here. I understand about being late. Um, Boy, do I understand about being late. It happens. It's called life. Things happen and just it happens. So, anyway, anybody got anything? Anything at all? Somebody hit something. Somebody bring something up.
I watered my grass seed again today.
I'm surprised you didn't get rain today.
Nah, not till tomorrow.
Let me turn my camera back on. Get to see my smiling face. Ken Sat Live, he tried to get a human on the phone, and all I got was an AI algorithm answering his questions. Yeah, I watched it. I understand. Um, I don't think I've ever gotten anyone from YouTube on the phone. even the last little problem I had. But I did get email correspondence. Seen the short, seen the short earlier. Um, if you've seen a short from me, it's an imposter because I haven't uploaded a short in a while. I am working on another 4.5 minute, give or take a few seconds, upload that I'm going to run as a looping live stream, um, and see how that does. And it's just all about being on the road in different places. Kind of, yeah, Scott said maybe it was old. I think the last one, I think the last short that I did off the top of my head was that bagworm on my one bush that I have out in my front yard. I think it was either that one or the one on when it was raining over here and literally on the other side of the street, the sun was shining. Oh, look. Thanks, Zoom. It picked up my hand. Oh, good gosh. Couldn't get it to work the other day when I wanted it to work, but now, yeah, do that. Do the thumbs up. Watch this. It should put fireworks in your background if you do the thumbs up. And there we go. Fireworks. That's a Zoom thing. Silly. Very silly. It doesn't, at any rate, Scott, thank you so much for watching us short. We were talking about that today. Yep, the dinosaur one plays. I need to work on those. There's a few things I need to work on. Um, who knows? Might get motivated one of these days. Pull a bill and stay up all night. Still watching. Thank you, Ellen. If we get to 15 tonight, I'm going to be shocked. I can't make up my mind. Do I want to watch NCIS and Origins at 11 to 1, or do I want to watch it from 1 to 3? Because if I miss it out of Las Vegas, I can catch it out of Honolulu, but I have to wait until 1 o'clock. That's the only drawback there, which could be worse. Their time could be different when it would be 2 o'clock instead of 1 o'clock. And that makes for a long night. 2 to 3, 3 to 4. That makes Joe and Chris. Hello, Joe. Haven't seen you in a while, and I apologize. I haven't seen any of your streams in a while because I just been lazy. Truth be known, I get up and I sit here and go, yeah, what do you want to do today? You know, like the vultures from the movie Mowgli. How many of us have seen the movie Mowgli? Me. I'm not gonna keep my hand up. It almost caught it. It almost. I'm good, Joe. How are you and Chris? Thank you for asking, by the way.
How about the old cartoon, Heckle and Jekyll?
I do remember Heckle and Jekyll. Yes, I do. Brings back some memories as well. Um, Johnny Quest. I remember. You remember the cartoon Johnny Quest?
Yeah,
Remember that. Casper,
yeah,
Josie and the Pussycats,
yeah,
Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? Susanna Morgan,
yeah.
proud single mother, joins us in the chat room. You know, it's a sad day when we're sitting here talking about our childhood memories, but if someone says, "What'd you do yesterday?" and we go,
Hell,
"I
I
don't
can't
know."
remember.
Exactly. Who wants to know? um, that's terrible. That is absolutely terrible. Long Dog has finally showed up. Almost got lost in my dinner. You're not supposed to get lost in your dinner. You're supposed to eat your dinner. Custom screen printing. I just came. Hey, thank you, custom screen printing. I don't know his real name, or if I do, I've forgotten it. You guys know me and names. Thank you so much. Oh, cool. And he shared the channel on his community tab. Thank you. I do appreciate that. That is very nice of you to do. Well, my dinner is pretty intense. I got involved with the food that I created. Chicken nuggets and what? And Long Dog understands I'm just giving him a hard time. I have no clue what he made for dinner tonight. Probably had square fish. He likes the square fish, which, you know, in all my years of fishing, I don't think I've ever caught a square fish. Ever. Getting ready for bed just now. Oh, thank you, Chris. Okay, thank you, Wayne. Melissa, yeah, I saw that. Is it a hurricane or a tropical pizza from Aldi's? I have never had a pizza from Aldi's. And of course, okay, yeah, you got to add your own ingredients. Of course, you always got to add to a pizza. I usually add a ton of cheese. I just there's not ever not enough cheese on pizza. You can have a cheese pizza, and I'll put cheese on a cheese pizza. I like it, and it doesn't hurt me being a diabetic. Now, pizza, on the other hand, that's not a good thing. So that's a whole different story. I was trying to think of some other cartoons. Um, Yogi Bear, remember that?
Yeah.
That was usually on Sunday for us. There were a lot that were on Saturday morning, and then there were a few that were on Sunday. Because I always Mighty Mouse. That's another good one. Yeah, Wayne brings up Mighty Mouse. Yeah,
George of
um,
the Jungle.
George of the Jungle. Yep, that's another one. Um, there was one about the race around the world, and I can't remember the name of it. I remember a couple Tom and Jerry. Yeah, thank you, John. Um, cheese, black olives, mushrooms, and a little bit of chopped tomato. The cheese and olives sound good. No, not so much of the Land of the Lost. I remember that. Yeah. What about the mushrooms and the tomato? At least you didn't put anchovies on it, so you got that going for you. What was the bears that were they were people in bear suits? I remember I'd seen this. The key to a pizza is the cooking process. Roadrunner, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I think it was something the Bears, if I remember right. I'm gonna have to look into that and do some research. 'Cause that'll keep me up all night. And now Flintstones. Oh yeah, Jetsons. The Jetsons. Flintstones. And
Yeah.
the weird thing about the Flintstones is that started out as a prime. That was your original Simpsons. It started out on prime time. I don't remember the year, but I do remember it started out on prime time, and then it got
Hanna
moved over to.
Barbera.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Barbera, whatever it's
however you say
pronounced.
it. Sure, I had the same problem. And I think they were the producers of the thing with the bears that I'm thinking about. It wasn't the Care Bears. These were people, and the Smurfs. Believe it or not, I do recall the Smurfs. I think the Flintstones were really cartoon for adults, if I remember correctly. Um, Probably originally it was, and it probably just migrated over to where it did. I mean, it's a cult classic now. I like the Flintstones. Did I make my little announcement? I missed it. Did I make my little announcement? I mentioned this was my 400th live stream, and I'm on the road to 500. My goal is to get to 500 by the end of the year. If that's the announcement you're referring to, yeah, I did make that announcement. Um, can't think of anything else. Oh no, as far as what I mentioned last night, no, I'm not going. I am not monetizing this live stream. You should not see any ads. And of course, the people that watch and get ads aren't here, so I don't know if they're ads or not. But if you are watching on something without a ad blocker, you should not get ads because I did turn it off, so there are no ads tonight. Now I will turn it back on once the stream ends, and then maybe if someone watches it, the replay or whatever, I will. You said that, yeah, I did long ago. I did have something on my mind, and throughout the day, the odds were diminishing. It was 95-5, and then it was 80-20, and then it was 20 or 30-70, and then it got down. And I finally said, yeah, I'm just I'm good with what's going on. I'm going to keep that thought to myself. Um, Scott says no ads, and Scott says thanks. You're quite welcome, Scott. Um, I had been leaning toward that for a while, and then last night it just all kind of fell into place, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to make sure. And I almost spaced it. I actually scheduled the stream and was doing something else, and then it was like, oh shoot, I got to go turn off monetization. And then it's how silly I can be at times. You go to edit it, and you got three options. You can edit the description, the title, the thumbnail, the time, all that. You can customize it by adding a trailer and or a redirect. And then the third category, which just totally escaped me at the moment, was monetization. Trust me, I went through all three of them before I finally found it, and it's right there. John says, if you want ads, I accept cash. Yes, cash is king, as the saying goes. So, but yeah, moving forward, I'm going to remember to not have ads. And if I happen to screw up and forget to do it and there's an ad, let me know and I will shut it off, and hopefully that'll kill them for the rest of the night. I honestly don't know how that works or not. There are a lot of things you can do on the fly. Nightbot works. Night Cafe works. I've already got tomorrow night's thumbnails basically done. Well, the AI portion of the thumbnails done. Did you watch? No, you weren't here when I said that. Nope, I did not watch it, and I apologized because what I did was yeah, Terry Tunes. I remember them too. I remember the link, and then I forgot about the link, and I was doing something else, and I just shut the entire browser down without seeing the link. Now, that's my fault. That's on me. I forgot all about it. I've watched a little bit of Brytech. I understand what's going on with Brytech. He posted another video today, elaborating a little bit more about the subject matter on his channel. Okay, I may go research that and look it up. Woody Woodpecker. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Forgot all about that one. There was what about Mr. Peabody? What was that one? Um, Come on, help me out. Where'd Greg go? That was another one of the ones that ran within us. There was like a whole bunch of them they put together in 1 hour, and you got to see them. Speedy Gonzalez. Yeah. Um, Snagglepuss. Was that the name of that cartoon? Now hold on there, Bubba Louie. I'll do the thinning around here. Mr. Magoo's another good one. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of cartoons. A lot of cartoons. Shoot, I didn't think we'd make it past 15 minutes. We're coming up closer to a half hour than we were. We're past 7 minutes past. Yeah, he's just practicing for Saturday, Scott. She's trying to get an edge up. Mm-hmm. Dudley Do Right. I think Dudley Do Right was also part of I remember, I believe it was on Sunday morning, they had like a 2 hour block of cartoons, and it was just they would run at various times. Um, Natasha, Rocky and Bullwinkle. Rocky and Bullwinkle was a decent cartoon as well, but I think it too was part of that block that played on Sunday. So thank you, Ellen. Ellen gives me 2 green hearts. I'm slipping. I only got 2 green hearts this time. Normally I get 3. So I'm slipping a little bit. And we journey to the center of the earth. I don't remember that cartoon. I remember the movies, but I don't remember the cartoon. Tom and Jerry. Did anybody mention Tom and Jerry yet? That was another good one. Wasn't there a cartoon about a turtle that wore glasses? He had big round glasses. They made a cartoon series for Journey to the Center, but it was short lived. Scooby Doo, yes, Scooby Doo. And then that turned into Scrappy Doo, and then that turned into whatever. Um, did they ever do a cartoon of the Addams Family? I know the Addams Family was a TV show, but I don't remember if I remember a cartoon or not. For some reason, I'm leaning that they might have. Yeah, the turtle guy. I can't remember. Yeah, I can't think of the turtle's name either. I remember the glasses though. That's what.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No, Touche Turtle was the name of it. Long Dog and I were thinking about the same thing. No, yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was in the 90s, wasn't it? We're talking back in our childhood. Touche Turtle. Yeah, thank you, Long Dog. Hmm. Deputy Dog. Yeah. There's another good one from the past. Deputy Dog. Oh boy, hang on. Greg's got dinner. Everybody knows the deal. Don't bother me. I'm eating dinner. Well, that looks good. Did you bring
Chicken
enough
and
for?
rice.
That looks good. Looks real good. Gumby. You
Yeah.
know, Gumby makes me think of a Saturday Night Live skit with Eddie Murphy. That's what Gumby makes me think of. That's funny. That is funny. All right, let's go ahead and end this for tonight. Don't know if the stream deck's going to work or not, but here comes the dancing girls and the pig and the scroll.
Silk and satin and feel the night. Ooh, yeah. Glitter falling, golden light. Shine, shine. Every step a whispered tease. Moving slow like honey bees. Shimmy, shimmy, watch me glow. Take it high and bring it low. Down, down. Velvet shine, I steal the show. Feel the rhythm, let it flow, flow.
That's all, folks.
Scott brings up speed buggy, I remember, and John brings up Speed Racer. I do remember that.
Yeah.
Danger, Will Robinson. Lost in Space wasn't a cartoon, but it was a good TV series, I thought. I liked it back then. I actually liked the remakes of the Lost in Space they did with the movies. And I think Amazon or Netflix, I'm not sure which one, but they redid Lost in Space as well. And I thought it was very well done. I was a little disappointed when it ended, but nothing's going to last forever. All these is kind of a baked pizza, pretty good pizza as a base to start with. All right. With that, I'm going to end. If you want to join us on the Zoom panel, kstout00m@gmail.com. Send me an email, ask for the credentials. I'll get them to you. And they do work. All you got to do is click on the link and you probably will get in. You may or may not have to put Zoom on your device you're using, be it a phone, be it a tablet, be it a laptop, be it a computer. You may have to do that. John, you're quite welcome. Thank you. And thank you, Scott. Thank you, Long Dog. Thank you, Thank you, Wayne. Now that I know Wayne's name, it's easier to say. Please join us on the Zoom. We have good discussions on there, and we fix a lot of tech problems as well. And when I say we, I exclude myself from that. It's the Zoom homies that do that. Thanks, everyone. See you tomorrow night. Oh, is Rick got a stream tomorrow? I didn't catch that on his. I think Rick's doing one tomorrow. I'm not sure. Good night.